Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Lee, and this is new biopic, war drama, docudrama, if you will, according to IMDb, starring Kate Winslet as Lee Miller, a famous and lauded American photographer, model turned war correspondent and photographer during World War II. This film is directed by Ellen Kuras, who, from New Jersey, shout out, but previously has been an award-winning cinematographer, worked on things like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and brings a beautiful eye to this film in terms of capturing this. And this film certainly does have great visuals, and Pavel Edelman, who's the cinematographer, does a great job in collaborations with Kuras, creating such an evocative and impactful visual experience. This captures the period so well. You even look at the poster of the face and you just see like Kate Winslet's like staring into the camera, and the film has that kind of energy too, and it's something impactful, it's gritty, it captures the muted tones of like war, and whether it's the beauty of France as the film opens up and experiences, or like as the war really starts ratcheting up and then you're in the field, there's moments where Kuras makes subtle and significant choices in how to frame some of the horrors that they see, and there's plenty that you see right up there, and it hits. The makeup and the production design that brings it all to life is harrowing. And then there's one particular scene where the subtlety and the restraint is more impactful, and putting it in the hands of the actors to really sell it. And Kate Winslet is incredible, as always, as Lee Miller here. And Kate Winslet at, right around 50 years old, is so confident in her performance, and there's moments where Lee's like this free-spirited, just walking around without a shirt on and stuff like that, and Kate Winslet owns it, and she's still so confident, also looks amazing, that goes a long way too, but is just so comfortable in her own skin and being able to dive into this character, and there's so much emotion, there's so much toughness in this character and what she's able to do. There's a framed narrative that at this point I feel like has become a cliche, and I feel like at one point it was like, what if we shook up the biopic with having this framed narrative? And this one has a bit of an interesting reveal in terms of what exactly the framed narrative is, and by the end has a little bit of twist on it. But I do feel like the dynamic between Winslet and Josh O'Connor, who's part of that frame narrative, works. You have like Andrea Riseborough, who plays one of the editors at Vogue that Lee works for. She gives a great performance. Andy Samberg's in this as another American photographer, and I think he does a fine job, and he has some good moments. And if you could get past the fact that like Andy Samberg sitting in this war movie, you can lean into that, and Alexander Skarsgård has some good moments as well, and Marion Cotillard, Naomi Merlant, and there's a really good cast here, and Winslet's the one who's really anchoring this whole film down, because like this is her, this is about her, and there's so many great moments with her performance. And this film certainly feels familiar in terms of its structure and how it's told, and familiar beats, and even the frame narrative doesn't feel fresh at this point anymore until maybe like the final moments where you really understand what it was all along. But I just feel like this is so well done. The beats are so well told. I don't think this is a great film, but it's something that's so darn effective and tells such an important story, and does not pull punches when it comes to expressing the horrors that Lee Miller witnessed and documented throughout World War II with the Holocaust and the battlefield and everything in between. This film certainly has its big movie moments, and has its familiar structure, but it still has a lot of wins along the way, and the biggest one right at the center is Kate Winslet. But those are my thoughts on Lee. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.